Hello YouTubers and anime fans alike, Anime Guru here with another installment of amazing anime reviews. Up for this installment, we have Serial Experiments Lain, the Remastered Edition. Serial Experiments Lain takes place in the not-so-distant future, and the internet, known as the Wired, has reached a new level of existence where people don't actually need hardware or computers to be able to access the information on the internet. However, our main character, Lain, who's 14, does not really care about the whole computer lifestyle, and she doesn't access the Wired. However, this changes when her classmate, Chiza, commits suicide, and several of her classmates claim to have gotten emails from their dead classmate. And what follows is her trying to come to grasp as to who she is and what she is, because events around her start to take a turn for the worst as she starts accessing the Wire. Lain has a lot of metaphysical, philosophical, and psychological themes in its story, and because of that, the show is left open for interpretation. Not everything is fully explained, but there are clues to it throughout the story, and you're basically left to come up with your own interpretation of the show. The producers and director, they did explain some things in interviews, but basically they want you to have your own opinion about the show's story and what happened. The voice acting for Lain is not the worst I've seen, but it's not the best I've seen either. Lain's voice actor, or I should say voice actress, Bridget Hoffman, did not do, in my opinion, a good job at expressing Lain's emotions at times. Now, granted, Lain is a very shy, introverted character. There was the times when she was supposed to be emotional. Sometimes, excuse me, just didn't seem like she was really emotional at all. So I went back and watched Lain this time because I recently purchased the remastered Blu-ray release for Lain, and I gotta say the improvements on the video quality were astounding. Darks were darker, details, lines crisper. It was great, and for a show that was made in 1998 to look like it was made in the mid 2000s was just amazing. Let's talk a little bit about the characters. Lain gets a lot of depth and to her. The whole show pretty much revolves around fleshing her out and figuring out who she is as a person. However, some of the supporting characters don't get a lot of backstory to them, and they don't really have any depth, and they just seem to be one-dimensional. Prime example is Lain's best friend, Alice. You really don't learn much about her, more than she is Lain's friend who cares about her. That's pretty much all you get. You don't learn much about anything else. But as this is a story about Lain and figuring out who she is, rather than Lain and her friendships and her interactions with those people, it really does not take away from the story very much. The soundtrack for Lain does a great job at setting that tone of mystery and horror and suspense. Now, for all you collectors out there, I got the actual box set in my hands here. This is the limited edition Blu-ray remastered release for Serial Experiment Lain. Huge set, huge, thick, sturdy art box. You got the artwork on the front, artwork on the back, title on top. Only thing that I like about this case is when I got it, it's peeling right here. Come on, guys. You know, put a little glue on the outside, not just in the middle, you know. The price I paid for this, just fucking. I got the Blu-ray case, front and back, with the two Blu-rays, I should say. Episode listing right here. And we got Lain, picture of her, bigger picture of Lain. And we got the DVD case, which weirdly enough still says Blu-ray on top, but it's not Blu-ray, it's DVDs. I don't get it. We got the two discs along with episode listing and picture of Lain. Now, what makes this set really stand out is the two things. First is the Blu-ray box restore pamphlet or booklet, whatever one you want to use, which has Yasuyuki Ueda and Takuya Sato, the producer and storyboard writer. Their conversations as they go through and talk about, broken down into episodes, about what they had to do to actually restore and remaster Serial Experiment Lain, and some of their trials and difficulties they had to go through. And you also get some artwork at the back, which some of these are used for the cases and others are just artwork. And then you get the email that were sent between Mr. Sato and someone, I don't know who. That's cool. And then on top of that, you get the Inside Serial Experiment Lain art book. You get this huge book. Huge. It's as big as my thumb. Look at that. It is thick. Now it's all sketches, sketch work. Nothing, really else besides that. But there's just so much to go through. You get people, you get objects, you get just a lot of people. But I went through this and looked at everything. They got, if you can see that, that's her Navi. It's Lain's Navi. Just one of the circuits, I forget what it was called. It's just so many different pictures in here, which is really cool. And I have no idea how many pages it is, but I don't know, it's just amazing. Yeah, some more stuff. There's a gun that was used by the guys without a name. They had those weird goggles on their face. Lain's room. It's just a really cool book. I give Serial Experiments Lain a 9 out of 10. Reason why I'm not giving it a perfect 10, because I do love this show, but why am I not giving it a 10 out of 10? Because of the voice acting for the dub, and for the lack of character development for the characters other than Lain. For the box set, I give it a 5 out of 5, because you can get this wonderful set for $55, which is a very reasonable price set for what you are getting with this. You're getting 2 Blu-rays, you're getting 2 DVDs, and you're getting a giant art book, one of the biggest ones. I mean, not size-wise, but content-wise, you are getting a lot here. And that's my review for Serial Experiments Lain. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. Also, if you have anything that you would like me to review for you, please let me know in the comment section.